About 6 months ago, I switched my entire business to systemeio after 4 years using ClickFunnels. I then made a half-hour-long video 3 months ago about that whole story, about the decision and the why and how I changed platforms. I'll link to that video up here so you can watch it after this one. So now that I've been using systemeio for half a year to run my entire online business, what do I think? Let's talk about a few things in this video, both looking back and looking forward. And if you haven't used systemeio before, there's a link in the description below where you can sign up for free and even get some bonuses from me. As I don't want to waste both our time, I won't talk about or go into details of all the pros, cons and features I mentioned in that other video. Unless, of course, something has turned for the worse in the meantime. Then I'll tell you about it. So let's start by looking back. What do I like and what do I think could or should be improved? The most obvious point of all is the price of systemeio. The number of features you get on the different plans, even on the absolutely free plan, is unmatched. The monthly or yearly plans are extremely affordable compared to all the other platforms I used or considered using. But I talked about that already in the other video. Speaking of money, let's look at the systemeio affiliate program, which pays out very generous commissions of 60% to its affiliates. This is more than most tools or platforms I currently know. Besides that, you can set up and run your own affiliate program for all your products so that your affiliates can promote your products. And once again, you can do all of this on the free systemeio plan already. I made a whole video about affiliate marketing with and on systemeio that you can watch here. Another feature that I like is that you can create your own custom password and login pages for your courses and communities. On top of that, you can also customize your 404 error page. Instead of showing a boring and useless page not found page, you can actually turn this into an opportunity in your business. I also made a separate video about this. Watch it here later. In the video I made 3 months ago, I also mentioned that systemeio is working on an API so that it will become easier to integrate other third-party tools. While it's not out yet, they just opened early access for a few users about a week ago, so I think the API should be publicly available soon. Another thing that's great about systemeio is that the platform offers many free funnel and landing page templates for all kinds of niches. While these templates have always been available on your own free or paid systemeio account, they just launched a dedicated template library only 2 days ago. Looks pretty nice, right? I'll leave a link to this brand new template library in the description below. Check it out and instantly copy the templates you like into your systemeio account. If you don't have one yet, you'll be prompted to directly create your account. It's quick and easy. Now, all these technical features are important because, well, that's what we users pay for. But another very important aspect of a platform is their support. I'll be honest, it's been a bit of an up and down in this regard. However, in their defense, systemeio was overrun with new signups in the last few months, so they faced some challenges to keep up. By now, it has significantly improved again and the support response times are quite good. As for the quality of the customer support, I have to say that I had mostly positive experiences. Whenever I reported an issue or even asked them to get their own tech team involved because it was clear to me that something was not right, they did exactly that and got the issue resolved. One of the latest examples of this is what I talked about in a recent video about the systemeio community feature. You can watch the video here where I explain the problem I found and that I reported it to their support. 1 week later, that flaw was fixed. Before I talk about the things that I don't like or that I think should or need to be improved, let me show you one of the best things. At the bottom of the systemeio website, you can find this suggest a feature link here. This allows us users to submit new feature requests and vote and comment on them. I have submitted several ideas myself and voted and commented on those that I think are important to me and my business. The great thing is that the systemeio team is actively working on these ideas and requests because we can see how they progress from stage to stage here. It's exciting to see that the platform actually listens to its users and see that the tool is continuously evolving and getting better. So despite some trade-offs that we're going to talk about next, I can really only recommend systemeio. Again, you'll find the links to the new awesome template library and the sign up link with my bonuses below. Okay, on to the flip side. things that in my opinion should be changed or must be improved on the platform. Let's start with a few points that I already talked about in detail in my video 3 months ago. One, the email editor and email analytics in systemeio. While the editor is more than sufficient for the majority of users, it's still quite basic and doesn't offer that many features to design and format emails. As for the analytics, one of the limitations is that it's currently only possible to see whether or not a recipient clicked on a link in an email, but not on which link. While it is best practice to only have one call to action, i.e. one link in your emails, you still may want to write emails with multiple links in them. The analytics will only show us if someone clicked on a link or not, but we cannot tell which link was clicked on. This feature request is currently under consideration with quite a high number of upvotes, so let's see. Topic 2 is all about funnel testing and payments. In my previous video I talked in detail about how inconvenient it is to fully test a funnel from A to Z in systemeio. Stripe and PayPal both offer test modes natively to make test payments, but we cannot use them in systemeio, which is really frustrating. If we want to test the purchase of our own product in our own funnel, we need to actually make a real live payment. I really hope this will be changed at some point. If you want to know more about this, please watch my other video. Another payment related point is that currently Google Pay and Apple Pay are not yet supported. With most of the online traffic nowadays coming from mobile devices, offering these payment methods is a must. This feature request is currently on status planned. Let's see what happens. Next, we have the payment method for our systemeio subscription as a user. If we want to change our card information or, for example, switch to PayPal to pay for the monthly or yearly systemeio plan, we can't do that. It's not possible. So what do? Their support confirmed that we currently need to cancel our plan and then just subscribe again and enter the new card number or change the payment method. Okay, this is kind of very inconvenient and just doesn't make any sense at all. Again, let's wait and see if this changes someday. The final point that is somewhat related to payments is the automatic calculation of the VAT/sales tax on the checkout pages of our funnels. While this has been implemented for many countries already, for example the EU, there is still a long list of countries for which systemeio does not yet calculate VAT. Either there is no VAT calculation happening at all, or the EU's tax rates are wrong or outdated, which is definitely a major issue. Again, their support informed me, quote, "It is in our roadmap to handle taxes for other countries as well." Guess we'll wait and see. As I mentioned earlier, systemeio had a dramatic increase in user numbers, so during that time I experienced some glitches on the platform. None of them were really critical, but it was quite frustrating at times because their support was also completely overwhelmed. Luckily, everything has been running smoothly again for a while now. Last but not least, another thing that definitely should be improved are the translations on the platform. Systemeio is available in 9 different languages. While the English version seems to be quite okay, there are many errors in other languages. If these errors would only be on the back end here in our accounts, that wouldn't be that much of an issue. But these errors are also present in page elements such as payment forms, input forms, etc. The problem is that we users cannot change these elements. Systemeio has to change them on their end. This is a major issue when translations are wrong. If I encounter a sales page or an order form that has typos, it basically screams, "I'm the bad machine translated page of a scammer." It doesn't look trustworthy nor professional. Wrong translations are unacceptable because they ultimately lead to us users losing out on sales because people don't trust our scammy looking page with errors. This definitely has to be fixed sooner rather than later. So, looking forward, what do I think about systemeio and where will it go? From what I've experienced over the last 6 months, I can definitely see that they are working on continuously releasing new features, including the ones that we as users request. There are many small and some bigger things I'd like to see improved or newly implemented, and I keep on submitting new ideas and see if other people also support my requests. 2 things that I would like to see in particular, besides all the ones I already mentioned in this video, are 1. The community feature, which is currently quite basic. I hope to see more functions and options to build thriving communities on the platform. 2. The course feature. This one is already quite good, But I can see that many other tools have started implementing some kind of gamification to their online course platforms. I'd like to see the course feature of systemeio evolve in this direction, and with that offer more features such as challenges, rewards or point system with leaderboards, etc. This could definitely make our online courses more engaging and improve the experience of the students in our courses. Systemeio is growing and evolving, especially with more and more users coming into the platform. Ultimately, I can only stick to what I said 3 months ago. Switching to systemeio was the best decision I've made in my business, and I look forward to many new exciting updates. Of course, every platform has its pros and cons, but for me the basic question it comes down to is, does the team of that platform actually work on fixing existing flaws? And if so, how long does it take? Looking at the platform I used previously, the answer to this question was one of the main reasons why I switched to systemeio. So if you want to learn more and see the full story, click here to watch that video I've mentioned so many times now.